Yes, check your time. It's 19 minutes gone past the hour of 3 right here on Pensioners 106.7 FM. Agbari Gunureke Ibadan, Nigeria. Yeah, just like we said earlier when we were here for Midday Sport, we told you that we would be back at exactly 3:15. Yes, we are back. And of course, to bring to you Sports Roundup. Do not forget, we always say that it is called Sports Roundup, but yes, you can call it Football 360. Football 360 because we talk football exclusively. And well, a lot of talking points actually on our list for this afternoon, and we do not know even where to. Well, let me just bring the guys on board so that we can start. We need to be up to speed, guys, because this will be very, very interesting. Okay, very quickly, I've got with me Raymond Tolulope, the Sports Illuminator, and Femi Shitu. Very quickly, guys, a good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Of course, this is the second time we will be coming back because of sports today. Of course, let's not waste any time again. Let's set the ball rolling instantly as we delve into the world of football.
The Sports Illuminator.
Well, another time on Football 360, another time to talk football. I also wanted to talk about Idris this afternoon. Like
Definitely.
you said, we don't even know what to say.
Sincerely.
We don't know where to begin.
Points.
Number one, in the next 48 hours, we're going to see Osimhen signing for Napoli. He passed medical already. I mean, and of course, something happened yesterday as a Nigerian coach, Ndibisi Egbo, who made history yesterday for Albanian side, FK Tirana, become the first black coach to qualify a European team to the continent, talking about the Champions League. And of course, the big one, my son Ash this afternoon, David De Gea. It's time for him to leave United.
Definitely. It's time for him to leave United.
Yeah, definitely.
Why did you say that?
You look at I'm not going to judge with the weekend game against Chelsea. Yes, a lot of blunders there. But looking far back to the Jets' performance over the years, I felt the guy has peaked, and I think he's been pampered right here. Yes, there are talks of Dean Anderson coming back on board, but the Jets is not justifying the fact that he's number one in United against Tottenham Hotspur. When I think Stephen Benway scored a goal.
Benway.
Joaquin came out with fire and saying they just should not be United number one. A lot of United faithfuls, former legends and players were like, he should be given chance, it's still number one, blah, blah, blah. But yesterday there was a confirmation, on Sunday rather, that David De Gea, I think his time is up. It's just half.
When they lost to Chelsea.
Yeah, when they lost to Chelsea. I mean,
Raymond, I think in recent times he has been consistently making errors upon errors.
It's been too
I
much.
can remember that there was a particular season, probably the 2016-17 season.
Yes.
I mean, it was very, very fantastic.
Very
very integral to this Manchester United. Don't forget that was when he had to make. There was a particular game, I think against Arsenal.
He made 16 or 14 or 16.
He made 14 saves in that particular game.
The highest, that was the
absolutely
highest.
fantastic in that game, Raymond. But since then, we've not seen the same De Gea that we used to know.
I think the GS fall to grass is, I'll link it back to when he missed that sole letter when he was about to go to Real Madrid that never had to come to United. I think that was 15-16, and due to fax machine, the deal couldn't go through. I felt that was the time he should have moved away from, because at that time United was shambolic. There was a post-Faggi era. They don't know what to do, just spending money on
managers upon managers
coming on board. And I felt the year of his standard. Don't forget, he was a man who has won 4 times United Player of the Year. And at the point in time, he was just standout. When you want to pick the perfect team of the season, it has to be De Gea on board. I think from that time, there have been a change. Yes, he had a 1 or 2 good seasons before. It starts declining. The declining rate is not just about making mistakes. For the record, I think this season is made, I think, 3 errors to go.
Yeah.
But that is just not the statistic. The statistic is that out of like 35 shots faced, they just considered 32. That means
no, it's even 32.5.
0.5 now.
You consider 32
out of 35 shot field. Now, if you're looking at it this way, what an average goalkeeper should save is what David De Gea is saving.
David De Gea is
And
saving.
when you're playing for a team like United, De Gea is known to be a world-class goalkeeper. That means De Gea is not different from a Kepa. It's not different from from a Gibraltar.
You're saying David is not different from a Kepa. Don't forget that this same Kepa that you're talking about, he was fantastic too when he came to Chelsea. I mean, he just lost it.
But you know,
Femi is here. He can build.
Even Femi knows that his Kepa is a basket. He knows.
Wait.
Am I lying? No, I'm not lying.
Should we
His
start
Kepa-
trash? Should we
his
start
Kepa-
trash?
It's not a matter of trade banters now.
No,
Let's face the fact,
No,
guys.
no.
David De Gea has
Idris.
not been the same David De Gea that we used to know.
Idris, let him answer my question.
Definitely,
first.
definitely.
They just
Wait,
Kepa is a basket. Yes or no?
Let me make a reference to what you said. Okay.
You want to
you
skip
actually
them?
you actually made the point that when Kepa Arrizabalaga
Arrizabalaga,
transitioned into the English Premier League, at least he still has a very decent first year. I think
How decent was that?
wait, the guy is low on confidence right now. You can't just say that because he
Has
has been shipping
has he ever been fantastic?
What
Has
led
Kepa-
to his
has Kepa been fantastic?
Don't forget it
No,
was something
has
that
Kepa-
actually channeled
wait.
Chelsea to make that move for
Has
him.
Kepa been fantastic?
Why not?
How many matches has Kepa won for Chelsea single-handedly?
We are talking about David.
80
We are
million goalkeeper.
talking about David here now.
No,
But
that's why I said the G has only done to a Kepa.
But if he did not perform, his stock would not rise, and Chelsea wouldn't have paid that amount of money.
It is because in Spain they put a certain clause in everybody's contract. Even if I have a child, I'll
Guys,
give
but
him
let's look at how David De Gea has declined in recent season. Now, according to what Opta has put out here, they said that one of the Hair's most memorable moments in the Manchester United shirt, just like we have said before, was when the Spaniard made a whopping 14 saves. That was a joint Premier League record in a 3-1 win at Arsenal in December 2017. And of course, in that particular season, De Gea was recorded to save 80 clean sheets in the top flight. He conceded 25 league goals, averaging out at almost a game and a half, and prevented 13.7 goals. And of course, that led to him again being named in the Premier League's team of the season. But then he made a costly mistake against Portugal at the 2018 World Cup, and his form has dipped ever since.
exactly.
Probably that was the beginning of the De Gea. What do we call it now?
I think
De Gea's travail.
the extra sale.
It's a massive decline. Massive decline, not just one. Because at the point in time, he was also not considered as Spain's number one. And so that means a lot has happened to the young man. Like I said, I think that move, that move that failed in 2015-16 was just that thing. Psychologically, it's an effect. Because United has not yet been. A De Gea for his performance should have been a Champions League winner by now.
Sincerely.
But then, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
The devil held him back.
Femi, I don't want you to say anything because your goalkeeper is not even near to what we're discussing. All right, you can also be part of the conversation by dialing any of these numbers: 08080 10 10 67, 08080 10 10 67, or 09081 11 10 67, 09081 11 10 67. And the question is, what next for David De Gea? Should he be sold or allowed to remain at Manchester United? Well, his contract runs out in the year 2023. So, what next for David De Gea? Should he be sold or be allowed to remain at United to 2023? Yes, I got the phone lines are buzzing already. Hello, good afternoon to you.
We lost that.
We lost that. Okay, guys, maybe we should shift a little bit away from the De Gea matter now. Let's go talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. This guy will not stop making history.
CR7.
At the age of 35, still beating and
Numerous
making his
records.
own history.
Numerous records.
Well, Lionel Messi is 33, and I don't know when these guys will just hand over to the next generation.
Yeah, I'm not ready to
If
this guy are not ready.
if the next generation are not even ready to take over from that, I don't know when or how long are we going to see the era of Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi dominating the world of football.
I think Cristiano Ronaldo, if you look at his career, obviously, you know, when he gets to retire and look back at his illustrious career, he must have a smile on his face that, no, I conquered everywhere that I've been to. But then you see Cristiano Ronaldo going to England, going to Spain, and now he's in Italy, and he's conquering all sorts of records that he's actually, you know, being faced upon with different kind of orders in that the Italian Serie A. Don't forget now that he just scored he scored 2 goals in the last match now, which has actually take the total tally he has for the season in the league to 30 goals, and of course he's the fastest player to reach that for Juventus since 1952. I mean, if you check this records, he's also the fastest player to have 50 league goals in the English Premier League and the Spanish La Liga, and
he was able to get that in 61 appearances.
61 appearances, and this is a guy that everybody, you know, have a massive respect for. And you know, if you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, if you look at his career and you look at his stats, you look at everything he has achieved, you know that that he has undying professionalism. He has this zeal. He has this energy. He has this quantum of energy that he actually drives him in the game, and this is why he has been able to stay at the top of this game till this very moment. And the same goes for Lionel Messi. People would want to say that, okay, these guys, they are growing older and they are not even declining in the way they play. But you look at the energy, you look at the zeal, you look at what drives them as a star. Some players that they don't even get to stay in the top light football for 2-3 years, and it gets to their head and they fade away easily. But no, these guys have been around for so long and they are not even showing any sign of stopping anytime soon. And a massive respect for Cristiano Ronaldo.
All right, do not forget we're still talking David De Gea. Of course, you can also be part of the conversation by dialing 08080101067, 08080101067, or 09081111067. What next for David De Gea? Should he be sold or be allowed to remain at United till 2023? Okay, now very quickly, let's get to look at Ronaldo's record in Europe's top leagues. Of course, he played in the Premier League. He scored 84 goals in 196 appearances for Manchester United. He moved on to the La Liga. Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Wow. It seems you can also try the other number. I don't know which one you've been trying, but of course, the lines are 080 80 10 10 67, 080 80 10 10 67, or 090 81 11 10 67. What next for David De Gea? Should he be sold or be allowed to remain at United until the year 2023 when his contract runs out with Manchester United? But of course, like I said earlier on, let's get to take a look at Ronaldo's record in Europe's top. Okay.
Hopefully, this time around.
Hello. Hello.
My name is Candy Peter from Ojo.
Okay, Candy Peter from Ojo. Yes, good afternoon to you.
Yes, I want to talk about David De Gea.
Okay, please go ahead.
I just pick up a bit.
Yeah, you should be seen as Man United.
He should remain at Manchester United.
Yes.
What's your reason?
It's because of the mistakes that is happening to him right now. Because the road, he's not carrying the road. We didn't have a defender that.
All right, thank you for your contribution on the show.
Candy Peters. So I think he was saying when United didn't have defenders, it was carrying United. But see about carrying United now. I think we have a caller again.
Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, my brother.
Yes, good afternoon to you. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Afolabi Jami Heki Baba Lori from Agolindi.
Okay, you have the floor.
Okay, my own take is that should Man U refuse to sell the gear next season, I think it will cause them many things here. They won't do well in the league. That's the first thing. Second is that their chances of making the Champions League next season will be
slim.
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think they will make the Champions League in the next 2 seasons. That's my take.
But don't you think the Gea's error could cost United even more laurels, like it did on Sunday?
Pardon, I can't hear you clearly.
I said, don't you think that the Gea's errors, his mistakes, can cause United more problems? He's not better than an average goalkeeper in the Premier League.
Like Kepa?
Like Kepa, like Anderson. Oh, I think we lost.
He was trying to make a valid point.
Yeah, he was saying that it could cost United a lot. That he doesn't even think. I think we have another caller.
Hello, good afternoon to you. I don't know why the phone lines are.
Can I make a quick comment about David Gea's situation at Manchester United?
Go ahead.
I think, in my own honest opinion, I feel the reason for his complacency is the fact that he has not seen enough competition in recent times. And I think
Romero is such a fantastic goalkeeper too.
But he will always be second.
Of course, I think he's very comfortable. We have another caller.
Hello, good afternoon to you.
The phone line.
Okay.
Okay, 08080101067, 08080101067, or 090 81 11 10 67. Yes, go ahead, Femi.
So I think what a United should actually do, to actually try and avoid David De Gea's complacency right now is to take this guy that is doing pretty well. He has 11 clean sheet plus, and the Sheffield United, Dean Henderson. They should bring him back. You know, if he has a very, very top-notch competitor in the squad, I think this can actually help to improve his own morale and improve his own performances on the pitch. And I think, as Raymond has earlier stated, that if he continues, to cost United all these huge points and huge errors in the top flight games, it will actually, be a catastrophe for Manchester United. There will be nowhere to find the Champions League.
Okay, let's go ahead. Like I was saying earlier on, Ronaldo's record in Europe's top leagues, of course, in the Premier League, he scored 84 goals in 196 appearances for Manchester United, while in the La Liga, he was able to score 311 goals in 292 appearances for Real Madrid. I mean, he scored more than the appearances he made.
He's a goal machine. See, Ronaldo is just, I think there's a widespread saying.
How was he able to do that?
There's a widespread saying that I think the greatest goal scorer we've ever seen, as far as world football is concerned, to be Ronaldo. And when we talk about the greatest goal scorer, it's not about being, maybe it's even the highest goal scorer. No, we talk about a player who can score with everything. The head,
the left foot, the right foot,
the any part of the body,
the shoulder,
outrageous.
the stomach.
He can score with anything. So that's why, I mean, Ronaldo is somebody, I remember at the beginning of the season, Idris, it was right off. It was written off. I mean, the people look at it
because he was not able to hit the ground running.
He was having like 6 goals. And I remember at that time, a certain Immobile was having 17 goals. I mean, but then look at Ronaldo from 6 goals down to 30, tied with Immobile. I mean, look at him. He's not a guy you can put your pen down and say, Ronaldo, I'm writing you off. Tomorrow you will hit your words.
Even when he didn't hit the ground running in the first season in Italy, he was able to score 21 goals.
So, I mean, look at him, 35 years
at
of age.
At the age of 35.
35 years of age, and he's doing fantastic well.
Let me just chip in this another stat that is coming for the man Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the first player to score 30 plus league goals in a single season in 3 different Big 5 European divisions. And that has spanned across 3 decades, 2000 and the 2010 and year 2020. This is massive record,
I mean,
guys.
massive. Of course, Ronaldo is only the 3rd Juve player ever to score 30 goals in a Serie A season, while Immobile is the 5th Italian to reach that landmark. Well, Ronaldo is the fastest player to score 50 goals in Serie A this century with 61 appearances. Fantastic. Of course, his second goal was his 51st. Talking of the game last night against Lazio, where Juve actually won by 2 goals to 1. Ronaldo scored a brace in that one. So fantastic. Of course, Ronaldo is always a champion, no matter what.
His records are numerous.
But we can't talk about Ronaldo without talking about
his counterpart.
Is it counterpart now? The announcement yesterday.
Even when everybody is, criticizing Lionel Messi, him not attaining I mean, probably he has surpassed his peak, because this time around, I don't even think Lionel Messi has anything to offer Barcelona anymore. The team is now, I don't want to use the word igudi for them, because the team is scattered. To me, Barcelona is scattered at the moment. But of course, that man will not stop making history of his own. He has been able to score 25 goals this season, and he made 21 assists. That's fantastic.
He has 6 pitches.
How can you score
7?
How can you score most goals in the season and still has the highest number of assists? I mean, that's fantastic.
He's been doing that for the past 2 years. I don't think
Incredible. Well, before we leave Italy, there is one thing, Raymond. Before we enter the studio, we got the news coming from Italy that Mauricio Pochettino might be the next Juve manager. Meaning that this may be the end of Mauricio Sarri at Helms of Affairs at Allianz Stadium.
Well, according to reports, I think the representative of Juventus met with Pochettino yesterday, and we're talking about him replacing. And you want to look at what happened to Sarri all of a sudden. Sarri was brought in last season, I mean this season rather, to give a different identity to what Juventus have been playing. We know the Massimo Allegri style. We know the Italian style. They're looking at this sexy type of football and looking at to put another identity into Juventus style. But it seems that, like I used to say, Sarri Boy ended at Napoli. There's nothing like Sarri Boy as far as I'm concerned.
And a lot of people actually believe probably they wanted to win the Champions League.
No, I know.
Allegri has always been giving them the league title, the Scudetto.
I don't think it's about the Champions League now. I think it's about that creating an identity entirely, and which Sarri has failed so far. Yes, Ronaldo might be scoring goals, the ball might be clicking, but look at that team play, that cohesiveness. You cannot put your money on Juventus in the Champions League. I mean, it's just because Inter Milan, Lazio, and Atalanta have been so much inconsistent. If it had been a team who can push Juventus, they should be losing the league. I mean,
don't forget that 2 weeks ago we were even saying that probably Lazio will take the title battle down to the wire.
Exactly.
But they failed.
They failed. That's just because the strength of the other teams were not just on par. If Juventus see a team that will pull them to the wire, definitely they're going to fall apart. But then I think Pochettino replacing Sarri, we still have to see, because one thing can save a coach. Maybe they luckily shambolically anyhow win the Champions League. I just felt like let's leave Sarri. But then the football is playing is not impressive.
All right, very quickly, we've got to move on, sincerely, because we've got a lot of stories to talk about. Well, Ballon d'Or, yes, yesterday they made the announcement. They said, wow, we won't have the Ballon d'Or this season, this year. Well, a lot of things actually happened, and they are saying that because of the coronavirus pandemic, that they cannot have the 2020 Ballon d'Or award. But, well, let's look at the impact this as a had on so many players, like the likes of Robert Lewandowski, Sergio Ramos. These are players that have been fantastic all season. These are players, who have made their teams what they had this season. You talk of Lewandowski, who scored 51 goals and 43 appearances, fantastic for him. You talk of Sergio Ramos, a captain that has always been the backbone of his team. You talk of who else now? Many of them. Karim Benzema of Real Madrid too, he scored so many goals.
Important goals.
Ever since the restart of the La Liga. And you talk of a host of other players too. Ronaldo, there are very, very many like that. And, well, I think one man that we need to talk about is Robert Lewandowski. Fantastic. He scored 51 goals and 43 appearances. He won the Bundesliga title. He won the DFB Pokal. That's a double for them. And, of course, if we have had the normal 2020, Poland should have been in the Euro 2020. Who knows? Probably they would have won the Euro 2020 competition. But now we cannot just see Robert Lewandowski in many of these competitions. And for him, maybe because of coronavirus, he would have been thinking that, okay,
he's going to nick the trophy. I think the reason why this is appearing just about now, because of the coronavirus pandemic, as the body of Ballon d'Or has actually stated that there won't be any winner, or there won't be any competition for the Ballon d'Or this year, has been very, very clear. And if you want to take into contrast, you see that, okay, the coronavirus pandemic has actually has altered the progress in which the campaign, there's a form of duration in which the Ballon d'Or, uses to analyze the performances of each player before they can bring them head to head and actually see the first 40, let alone to get the first 3 best player in terms of the world of football. But now the coronavirus came, and then he altered football for like 3 months, and this affected generally the competition for places in the Ballon d'Or, because they have no reason. I mean, they don't want to seem unfair. Actually, Lewandowski and the likes of the players that you've actually mentioned, they have been individually superb in this campaign. But then you want to see that if the duration of months in which they use to analyze the players that are going to make the podium for the Ballon d'Or, if they are not met, then it would be unfair on the other side of the players that would have actually come out to actually compete in that space of time. So I think they just want it to be in a general point of view. That is why they are actually saying it's not going to hold.
I think it's about the French league. I think it's about the French league. The French league was cancelled, and France Football is the organizer of the French league, and so that is why I feel they cancelled it. I mean, I think it's still not justified. The Champions League is still on. Definitely. Only the French league and the Eredivisie were cancelled. So what's the justification? I think it's just about French league being cancelled and France Football just coming in. It's not justified for me, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, something fishy. Is that what you're trying to say?
Okay, very quickly, you can also be part of this too. We have opened the phone lines where the organizers of France Football Magazine fair enough with the cancellation of the 2020 Ballon d'Or award. Yes, were they fair enough with the way they have cancelled the 2020 Ballon d'Or award? Of course, you have the chance to call us 08080 1010 67, 08080 1010 67, or 090 81 11 10 67, 090 81 11 1067. But while we're awaiting people to call to make known their own opinion on that, we would have to place a call through to John Hilda concerning the latest development right there in the English Premier League. Leeds United, they've secured their... Okay, I think we are trying to get in touch with John Hill to give us a more update. Okay.
Hello, good afternoon, John Hill.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. You are live on Pensioners.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. You are live on Pensioners 106.7 FM, Ibadan, Nigeria.
Right.
Yeah, great.
How
Yeah,
are you?
we're fine. Everybody is fine in the studio. And of course, John Hill, congratulations on Leeds United getting promotion to the Premier League for the first time since 2004.
It's 16 years.
16 years.
Massive.
How do you feel
Yep.
having that? I mean, looking down the drain, looking down the years, how do you feel the first time Leeds United got relegated and coming back on board? How does the whole UK, I mean, the Leeds United family feel?
Well, I feel personally very, very relieved because it's been a long 16 years. I went to my first Leeds United match with my father in 1967 when I was age 5. So I've been supporting Leeds for a long, long time now, 50 years or so. So they're my childhood team. And as our song says, we have to follow them with all the ups and downs. And we've had, in the last 16 years, more downs than ups. But those of you and your listeners who remember the very famous Leeds United teams of the Don Revie era, and then of the Howard Wilkinson era, and then the team that got to the Champions League, you'll know that we are a very, very big club.
Definitely.
So I think to answer your question,
Hello?
sure.
Okay. I can hear
The
you.
rest of the Premier League is very happy too.
The rest of the Premier League are very happy too. So Ellen Road next season.
The English Football League, the Championship, is not so happy because so many people watch Leeds United on TV, and so many people go to watch them as well at the ground. The Championship will miss Leeds United a lot. And its fans.
Did you ever at a point in time think Leeds will never come back, especially when you got relegated from the Championship to the League One? Do you ever think you will ever come back to the Premier League so soon?
Well, it certainly hasn't been so soon, but yes, when we dropped down to League One from the Championship, that was a very, very low moment. I think Leeds fans always believed that we'd get back into the Premiership. I think most of us believed it would happen sooner than it did. But the real catalyst for change was Marcelo Bielsa. He is the difference between the other 18 managers that we've had in those 16 years. He is a class beyond those guys, and actually, I think you'll see that he will be one of the best 3 or 4 managers in the Premiership starting from September.
Okay, so
He's
what? Okay,
and a brilliant motivator.
Really motivated. So what are we expecting from Leeds United? Let me say, first of all, happy birthday to Marcelo Bielsa. Today is his birthday. Are you aware of that? Hello?
Sorry.
Hello?
Say that again, sorry.
I said,
yes, hello. What was that, sorry?
Marcelo Bielsa. Today is his birthday, if I'm right.
Oh, is it? I don't know. Yeah.
The
To be honest, every day is his birthday.
Every day is his birthday.
I know, right?
Okay, so what should we expect?
Every day is his birthday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what should we expect from Leeds United going to next season? You guys are well motivated.
Well, first of all, they are a very, very fast team side with some very skillful players. And I'm pretty above the relegation slots.
Okay. So just hoping you guys will escape relegation.
If he buys, well, with the players we have now, if he buys 3 or 4 more new players who fit his system and who he likes, he's in the top 7.
Top 7? Hello?
The top 7.
Okay, top
Yes,
7.
they are better. They are better than Everton and everyone below. So they will challenge. If you saw them play against Arsenal in the FA Cup this year in the first half, you'll have seen them outplay Arsenal. Can do that to any team. Obviously, Liverpool and Chelsea have a lot more money to invest than most of the other teams. So it'll be hard, but if we can Big 6, Leeds United will be in the Big 6 again.
Big Six again, Leeds United. One time, you want to do like the Wolverhampton Wanderers of this world. Well, Leeds have been a very big thing on the United rival ever since. But then, returning back to the Premier League is a big, big one. Of course, John A, we have to let you go at this moment. Thanks for joining us this afternoon on Pensioners 106.7 FM. Hello.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Greet the whole of UK for
Okay,
us.
yes, hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Well, enjoy watching Leeds United.
All right, thank you. Enjoy UK as well, and of course, don't forget to stay safe every day. All right, that was John Hill, a Leeds United fan. I mean, celebrating Leeds United. And unfortunately, today is Macedo's birthday. He said every day is his birthday. They are so happy over there. Femi, Idris, they are so happy over there.
Definitely.
I was seeing some of their posts on Twitter, and they are running.
Massive.
I mean, it was as if.
I mean, it's such a fantastic thing for them. I mean, having to come back to the English Premier
After
League after 16 years.
If you're actually a fan of Leeds United, you know that feeling is inexplicable. You can't explain. You can see he's struggling to explain how he feels.
Definitely.
At the
I mean,
moment,
they are so elated at the moment.
but then it's a big one actually. But he said one big statement. He said we should expect Leeds United in the Big Six come this season.
They have the money.
Looking at the reputation of the manager they've got,
Marcelo Bielsa,
even
fantastic.
though he has not won titles,
Titles.
but then
he has this
he has
very
building process.
influential.
Very
He's
influential. I
very
mean,
influential.
and they have it's been paying like 6 million right there in the champion. That's the highest.
Wow.
Elland Road, big field, big stadium. Their owner at Zian is an Italian. I think if they add more players, definitely, like I say, they could just fight for something. Not necessarily the big six because the big one in Premier League, but then let's just see what this will pick up.
we wait to see how things shape up in the EPL Cup 2020-2021 League Season. Okay, very quickly, guys, let's get to talk about the proposed move to Napoli. Talking of Victor Osimhen. Now, yes, what's the update, Raymond? Because it's looking like we are getting closer to what we actually want to see.
No, this kind of deal reminds me of which deal was that protected. I can remember in recent times. I mean, Osimhen's deal since I've taken all over the summer. I think a deal that I will remember was to be, I think, Arjen Robben to Real Madrid from Chelsea. Also took a lot of time, just like this one. And
I also feel this is taking too long to materialize. Looking
Exactly.
at the circumstances surrounding it, there was a time we heard about his brother-in-law, I think Stanley Okolo, saying, okay, we've been to Italy to negotiate.
The
with
negotiator was there.
Aurelio De Laurentiis, everybody. But the thing did not materialize. Again, they came back, they changed agents.
Yes.
And, that one also negotiated. But now we can confirm to you that, well, in the next 48 hours, we should be able to say something tangible. But, of course, we're expecting that the deal will fall through, and
Hopefully.
of course, Osimhen will become a Napoli player.
£74 million, as reported. It's going to be Africa's most expensive, beating Arsenal Pepe's £72 million. And of course, it's going to actually be another, and that will be the highest figure, highest money received by a French team. 74 million, that's a whole lot for Osimhen. And
It's going to surpass the 72 million pounds Arsenal paid to get Nicolas Pepe.
of course, and it's a big move for him. A lot of money is going to be made here, and I think going forward is a big one. Image rights is being talked about. It's past medical already. It's just waiting for announcement for this. I think the whole of Nigeria is waiting for this move. I mean, but
that imagery, I think they're just trying to negotiate how cash will move around.
It's all about money.
Agents,
It's all about money.
Lille, Osimhen, what
Everybody.
everybody stands to gain in this deal.
even me, if I can,
Are you an
Not to
agent?
put yourself in the
even me, if I can be involved.
80 million, 80 million euros
See,
is such a huge amount of money.
I'm not logical. I don't need £1 million. Just give me £100,000. It's enough.
You are not Lukaku.
All right, guys, let's get to talk about OGS. Well, okay, let's get to talk about some transfer gist. Kai Havertz to Chelsea. I think Chelsea are already negotiating with Bayer Leverkusen, over £70 million move for Kai Havertz. But, according to reports that we got this morning, Peter Cech, is the new sporting director for Chelsea now.
Yeah.
We understand that he's going to travel all the way to Germany at the end of the season, probably on Sunday, to negotiate, to have a face-to-face talk with the hierarchy over there at Bayer Leverkusen. How this boy now, Kai Havertz, become a Chelsea player.
Idris, you can see.
I think Chelsea are trying to build a formidable team. Just look at the attack. They've gotten Timo Werner. They've gotten Hakim Ziyech from Ajax.
Yes.
And now, if you bring in Kai Havertz, this is an attacking talent.
Include Christian Pulisic.
This guy is also there.
More players, more
Tammy
problems.
Abraham, Callum Wilson,
More
Odoi.
players,
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
more players. No, no. Odo is not a footballer.
Odoi.
More players on board. Femi is your coach. There is will be a big problem for Lampard next season. Now, it is not just about having the players. Does he have what it takes to fix these guys?
I think that is why.
That is his greatest. I mean, that's going to be his greatest work next season.
Definitely, but that remains to be seen actually. But you can't deny the fact that Lampard is doing a fantastic job at Chelsea, and
How fantastic!
he's doing a fantastic job. Come on,
How?
he's in line to
He has
finish
been
third in
able
the
to-
English Premier League, and he's also in line to win the FA
one
Cup.
thing that
Is that all? Is that the fantastic?
What are you trying to say? This is a
Raymond,
man
nobody
that lost his
expected-
best player, has a transfer embargo, and is doing pretty much well with United that spent over 200 million on the transfer.
Hello.
So what are you trying to tell me?
Are you comparing Chelsea with United?
I'm not comparing Chelsea with United.
So what is the?
But
I want to know the fantastic.
I'm
is it
telling
because
you,
Chelsea is third and the FA Cup final?
not because Chelsea is third.
Ateta came and beat Man City to enter for FA Cup final. Don't forget.
Okay.
He met
Oh.
a shambolic team.
Do you want to bring it from that perspective?
No, you are saying
Chelsea
fantastic.
defeated Liverpool, defeated Manchester United, defeated Leicester City. Of course, 3 teams that are in the top 6 in the English Premier League. So what
Arsenal
are you trying to
defeated
say?
Liverpool, defeated Man City.
No, they
What else?
defeated those two teams when they had nothing.
No.
to do.
A defeat is a
There is
defeat.
nothing you can tell me.
A
Raymond.
defeat is a defeat.
There's nothing.
I have not seen anything fantastic about Lampard until next
Okay,
season.
Wait till next season.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But before then, we clinch the FA Cup.
Guys, we do not have
Qualify
more
for the
time on the
Champions
show anymore. Of course, let's get to pay tribute to this fantastic Nigerian manager. He's doing pretty well right there in the Albanian League. Of course, he handles FK Tirana, and his name is Ndubuisi Egbo. Well, they just secured the Super League title on Sunday, and fantastic for him. For us, for Nigeria, for Africa,
For blacks.
For
For
blacks.
blacks. I
For
mean,
blacks.
fantastic. For those who don't know, he was a former Nigerian goalkeeper. I mean, 12 caps for the Super Eagles. He was there the 2000 Nations Cup, 2002 Nations Cup. I mean, for Nigeria, and he did absolutely well for FK Tirana. He had all his games, all his play. I think played a lot within Albanian League. Played for Nitel Nepa, played for Nitel, played for Nepa, played for Julius Baja before moving straight to Al Masry in Egypt. I mean, a brief stint at Maoka Swallows at South Africa before going to Tirana, where he already won. I think he won the Albania Super League, Super Cup, and moving also to another.
They still have a cup competition to play for.
Yeah, they're in the
This
final
season.
already.
They're in the
I
final.
mean, for the first time in history, they're going to have a black coach who qualified a team in Europe to the
Champions League.
Qualifier has not yet.
Yeah, they're
the,
going to.
the big one that will bust everybody's bubble has to be the fact that if Tirana just mistakenly anyhow enter Champions League group stage, that would be massive.
But I can't actually recollect the last time a team from
Albania, I mean,
qualified to the
but
group
that'd
stage
be
of the
massive.
UEFA Champions
But-
League.
but-
So it's
but-
going to be very massive, just like Femi said.
But don't be surprised that there will be a point in time this guy will be persuaded for the Super Eagles job. For the 6 years of
Definitely.
age, I think he's doing something fantastic.
Something fantastic. Of course, well, we cannot pay tribute more than this to him because he's doing pretty well for himself. And of course, for the Black Race right there in Albania, just this, I think it is it's a coincidence that this is going down right now. Don't forget the Black Lives Matter campaign.
Exactly.
Still
I mean,
ongoing.
and this one actually also
this
winning.
one came through, so it's a plus. for
Osimhen
us.
moving, Kelechi Wakale winning
the seminar division.
with Eska. It just seems like I think, and also let's not forget that in Turkey, a new winner emerged outside Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, and the big boys. I've forgotten the name now. Antalyaspor. About.
Yeah.
Yeah, Antalyaspor for sure.
He had the
What's the
Nigerian
name
on
now?
gun, Azubike on gun. I mean, in the Turkish league, that is another.
No, but that's Başakşehir.
Is it Başakşehir?
They
Yeah.
won the league with
The league.
Azubuike.
Azubike, yeah. So they, and of course they also had, I think, Guy Clichy also
Yes,
on board
Guy
with them.
Clichy and some other guys that have played in the
In
EPL.
the EPL
one time or
before.
the
I
other.
think new things happening. Fantastic for especially Undibisi Egbo. I mean, that's fantastic. You don't just expect. I mean, it has to be a success that brings such name out.
So we are looking for what will come forward, after he has achieved this. And probably they're going to make a call to him to come and handle the Super Eagles
After Genetro's contract.
after Genetro's contract.
Yes.
But
That was
do
sure.
you think he's got what it takes to undo the Super Eagles?
Why not? If you can undo a league in Albania, it's not that easy. If we look at it, you want to ask how many black coaches have got that. But then breaking it out to Africa, I think if he comes on board and he's been allowed to do his job, definitely there was something they saw in him in Albania. He was a goalkeeper coach. When their coach was sacked and he was brought on board, there was something they saw in him. If not,
The
he would have
potential
been
was there.
A potential was there. Definitely. So if he's been called down to Nigeria, if you give him the whole work and everything, and don't forget, most importantly, he has to have the facilities and the equipment to work. In Albania, as small as that country can be, we don't have the facilities. Simple as ABC.
Hey, that was be coming from the mouth of the sports illuminator, Raymond Tolulope. And of course, well, Femi Shitu, I guess this is the exact point where we have to draw the curtains on today's edition of the show, Sports Roundup. Yes, I want to believe that you guys enjoyed the show just like we did right here. And it was very, very interesting. It was fantastic. These guys have been talking a lot on football. Yes, the name of the show, one more time, Sports Roundup, but you can also call it Football 360. Okay, special thanks goes to our producer, Tunde Tiami. Not forgetting Ibiwumi Ishola. Baba has been doing pretty well in terms of getting things ready, the production and all of that. Yes, kudos to Baba. Okay, yes, till, well, Tuesday afternoon. Next week, Tuesday afternoon, where we get to meet again on Sports Roundup. My name is Idris Abiola. Yes, you guys should keep on enjoying the rest of your day. Bye-bye.